I'd like to call the September meeting for Lafourche Parish School Board to order. We'll go ahead and start with the invocation and the pledge by Mr. Marvin Wright, District 1.
Loving and merciful God, thank you for allowing us to gather here tonight. We pray for guidance in the matters at hand and ask that you send the Holy Spirit on all leaders of our school district. Let us lead with integrity and let us always put the needs of others ahead of our own. As we navigate through this school year, we further ask that you keep our students safe and bless our remarkable employees for their unwavering dedication to Lafourche. Most of all, never let us forget to put you at the center of everything we do. We ask all of this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mr. Wright?
Here.
Dr. Diop?
Here.
Ms. Babbitt?
Here.
Ms. Petita?
Here.
Mr. Duplantis?
Here.
Ms. Bourgeois?
Here.
Ms. Wells? And Ms. Sharpenshaw?
Here. Item E. Receive report from Ms. Christine Russell, Lafourche Parish District Attorney. Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you all for allowing me to come in front of you again. I look forward to this every year. David's going to start just a slideshow as I speak, and I'll be brief, of just some pictures from last year and what we've done for you guys. You know, we really appreciate the partnership that we have with all of you. It allows us to do what I think our mission is, which is to be proactive. And I know all of you, and I think you agree that sometimes we have to get out of our lane a little bit, not just do our job, but be proactive if we ever want to see a change and really change our community and our children. So last year we were able to do one final year of the pantry. If you all remember, after Ida, we were inundated with donations and supplies, and so we felt as though we could put that in our schools and provide some extra food for our children. That's run its course, those donations, but please know that if we ever have anything ever again, and I know we won't, we're still here to partner with you guys, and we're planning on putting that pantry back into place if we ever would have another disaster. And we're still at it, I Respect You. And Respect You is what I think all of our programs, it's sort of the umbrella, and it's all about teaching children and adults sometimes about respect and about respecting yourself, respecting others and those around you. And so all of our school programs that we've put together really go under this idea of respect. We had our project lead, which we've still done. We've had our personal empowerment programs that we've gotten in our schools and done as well. One school requested something on vaping, and I have to commend David Malonzo, who's here. He put together a vaping program, which is outstanding, and we were able to get into our schools and present that. We have our Domino program, which of course is always near and dear to my heart, which is drinking while driving and texting while driving. And we partner with MAD for that, and we go into our senior classes of our 4 high schools, and that's very important to us as well. We have our wobble goggles that we go into our classes with. We partner with our advocacy center and talk about sexting and good touch, bad touch, and being safe on our computers and our internet. And that's very important to us as well, to partner with them and get to our children. And what I'm here to tell you today is all of our programs are going to be there. We're going to we send a letter to you, I know, Mr. Martin. We're going to send a letter to our principals and basically say, we're here waiting and we're here for what you need. You know, schools have reached out to us in the past and said, this is our problem. Do you have a program to fit that? And we say, we'll make one. And then usually David gets to work and he starts to put together whatever it is we need. And we get the staff members who would best fit that school and best fit that theme, and we'll go in and teach. And so we enjoy that as much as probably they enjoy it. Our truancy program, of course, and we appreciate Mr. Filson allowing us to partner in regards to truancy. We'll be there. Again, if you need something, you certainly can call me directly. But again, we're back for our truancy program as well. We're looking at a few things in regards to when we do file against parents. There's some things that I think we can do that we haven't done in the past. And so we are exploring that. So again, we're here, we'll be there. We're a phone call away. Our programs will be there. The principals will be receiving the letters, which basically explains the programs that we have in existence. But again, there's that catch-all. You need something and we'll do it. Any questions?
I just want to thank, oh, excuse me, I want to thank you for your partnership for all of these years, because you are making a difference in the lives of children, and that's what we're all here for.
And so, y'all, and so I think we appreciate the fact that we can partner with you guys, because I think we all have the same mission. And so I come here to thank you and let you know that we're just a phone call away if you need us. Thank you.
Item F, introduce new district administrator. Ms. Martin?
Yes, we had the privilege of moving Mr. John Sherry into a new role, which opened up a vacancy in the maintenance department, and I'm very happy to announce that a long-time LaFouche Parish employee, a gentleman who's committed a large section of his life to LaFouche Parish Schools, has been promoted to that new role. I'm looking forward to working with Mr. C.J. Dempster. Mr. Dempster? I know you're not going to get my badges. You got to at least stand up and say a couple of words.
I want to thank everyone. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to meeting and working with everybody. It's been a good 20 years for me, and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to, retire. 20 more.
And so thank you. Thank you. And he hit the ground running. We had a bunch of HVAC issues that he was able to get on top of, and so we appreciate all the work that not only he, but his whole maintenance department does for us. Been a busy start to the school year. Thank you, CJ.
Thank you.
Item number 2, approval of board consent agenda. A, approval of board consent agenda items. B, special school board meeting, public hearing and adoption of the 2024 operating budget. C, minutes of the regular board meeting held August 2nd, 2023. And D, to proclaim September 17th to the 23rd, 2023 as Constitution Week in LaFouche Parish Schools, in conjunction with the Bayou LaFouche chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, National Principals Month, October 1 through 31st, 2023, National Custodial Workers Recognition Day, October 2nd, 2023, LaFouche Parish Bus Safety, School Bus Operator, and School Bus Monitor Appreciation Week, October 16th to 20th, 2023. I have a motion by Ms. Fertitta, second by Ms. Charpentier. Any public discussion? Any board comments? If not, we'll vote. Motion passes. Item 3, approval of policy and academics committee recommendations as per meeting held August 16th, 2023. Dr. Guion?
To approve revisions to policy AC, school attendance boundaries, BCAD, teleconference remote participation in school board meetings, BCBI, public participation in school board meetings, EBBB, school and student safety, JB, attendance, JBD, student absences and excuses, JGCD, administration of medications, and new policies, EDCB, carpool and bus line safety, IDCJ, continuous learning. So moved.
Motion by Dr. Guion, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If none, we'll vote. Motion passes. Item 4, approval of business committee recommendations as per meeting held August 16, 2023. Ms. Fertitta?
A, to approve the renewal quote as presented by Carmel Grove of Norris Insurance Consultants, Inc. for the workers' compensation excess insurance coverage. So moved.
Motion by Ms. Martina, second by Dr. Dion. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If none, we'll vote. Motion passes.
D, to authorize President Tina Babin and Superintendent Jarrett Morton to sign the 2022-2023 Louisiana Compliance Questionnaire by adopting the Louisiana Compliance Questionnaire Resolution and to submit a copy of the questionnaire to Eisner Amper, the board's independent auditor. So moved.
Motion by Ms. Martina, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, we'll vote. Motion passes.
C, to approve awarding the bid for refrigerant to the lowest, most responsible bidders per line item. So moved.
Motion by Ms. Martina, seconded by Mr. Duplantis. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
D, to approve bids for Chromebook parts to the lowest, most responsive bidder per line item. So moved.
Motion by Ms. Martina, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
E, to approve advertisement for proposals for drug testing services on an as-needed basis. So moved.
Motion by Ms. Martina, seconded by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item F, to approve advertisement for bids for the purchase of fleet vehicles on an as-needed basis. So moved.
Motion by Ms. Martina, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes. Item 5, approval of Land and Facilities Management Committee recommendations as per meeting held August 16, 2023. Mr. Duplantis.
To the general public, I do apologize. We are going through the alphabet not only once, but we're starting the second time around. A lot to go over today. If you missed the committee meetings, a lot was discussed in the committee meetings.
Yes.
Right? So, item A, to approve a request from Thibodeau Lions Club to waive the fees for the use of the football turf field at Thibodeau High School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Okay, David, would you like to join
Yes,
us? Come on down.
we just asked the board for approve this motion to waive the fees for the facility. We had a great event. It was a little hot that day. But all of our kids were able to play football and had a great time. And I think this year's proceeds be split amongst the school will be about $8,000. So if we can approve this, we can put those checks in the principals and coaches' hands and let them spend it as they wish.
Thank you very much. Any further public comment? Any board discussion? If not, let's vote. Motion passes. Thank you very much.
Item B, to approve a request from Raceland Betty Basketball to waive the fees for the use of the gymnasium at Raceland Middle School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Would you guys like to approach to speak?
We appreciate y'all for moving, waiving fees, and we're just trying to get our program back going. We ain't had nowhere to pay in the last years, so just trying to get the kids back in the gym. Do things. We appreciate you.
State your name for us.
Evans Lewis.
Thank you very much. Any further public comment or any public comment? Any board discussion? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say that, appreciate these gentlemen doing that for the Raceland community. I know the recreational center is being used by FEMA, so that's why we're headed to the middle school, and I appreciate you guys still carrying this on.
Thank you very much. We can vote. Motion passes.
Item C, to approve bids for Hurricane Ida repairs to 10 various sites. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If not, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item D, to approve the most responsible quote from Mobile Modular Management Corporation for Hurricane Ida project for new modular building at Golden Meadow Upper Elementary School for a total amount of $100,802.84, which includes all costs to set up the modular building, provide a 2-year lease, and all costs to remove the building at the end of the lease term. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item E, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $2,891.90 to add pipe supports for electrical conduits on the roof of Building 1 and add 90 days to the contract at Golden Meadow Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item F, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $3,791 to add a flagpole at South Lafourche High School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item G, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $18,026.47 to add additional LVT flooring and cove base at La Rose Cutoff Middle School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item H, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $4,400 for VAT abasement of the band room and the second floor corridor at LaRose Cutoff Middle School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item I, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $18,810 for the repairs to the aluminum canopies at LaRose Cutoff Middle School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item J, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $6,131.40 to substitute electrical panel due to delays in delivery at LaRose Cutoff Middle School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item K, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $78,363.02 to repair buildings number 4 and number 6 at North LaRose Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item L, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $71,146.43 to repair additional roof damage at North LaRose Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item M, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs to issue a credit in the sum of $4,339.39 due to accounting error on change order number 1 at North LaRose Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mrs. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion?
Which I know we love credit change orders.
This is the best one.
Keep them coming. There you go.
If no other comment, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item N, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $33,038 to replace hat channels that were removed when the temporary roof was installed and add 30 days to the contract at Lockport Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? All right, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item O, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $9,300 to purchase additional LVT flooring and adhesive at Lockport Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item P, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $1,975.75 to replace the light fixtures in the Teachers Lounge, Raceland Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item Q, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $10,206.12 to purchase additional LVT flooring at Raceland Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item R, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $95,247 to replace roof panels that had holes from the temporary roof and add 30 additional days to the contract at Raceland Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item S, to approve Burgess Rome Architect to begin schematic design on repairs and upgrades at Raceland Upper Elementary School with a construction budget of $7 million. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If not, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item T, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $1,480.63 to install shoe moldings in multiple rooms at Cutoff Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item U, to approve a changed order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $6,920 to abate rooms 227 and 229 at Galliano Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item V, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $21,551.70 for material cost of LVT flooring in Building 1 at St. Charles Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Ms. Fertitta?
I'd just like to ask, Mr. Sheramy, what's LVT flooring?
Luxury vinyl tile.
I think you said that before, but I couldn't remember.
Yes.
Anyone else? All right, let's go ahead and vote. Motion passes.
Item W, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $803.66 for material costs for storm shutters for the modular buildings per code requirement at St. Charles Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item X, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs to issue a credit in the sum of $14,476 at Bayou Blue Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis. Everybody wants to second that one. Seconded by everyone. Seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If not, we'll go ahead and vote. Motion passes.
Item Y, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $17,157.99 to add additional chain link fencing and get 2 gates at Bayou Blue Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item Z, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $10,943.88 to replace underground conduits and fiber optic lines, building 5 and 12 at Bayou Blue Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Guion. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item 8A, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $1,507.36 to substitute the electrical panels due to delays in delivery at Bayou Blue Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item BB, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $691.68 for moving of stored materials to allow exterior wall repairs in Building 4 at Bayou Blue Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Board discussion? Okay, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item CC, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $29,255.53 for LVT and adhesive flooring at Bayou Blue Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Yes, sir. Please approach. You can go ahead and state your name and address for the record. Yes, sir. Please.
My name's John Toots. I live at 207 Ryansey Drive, and just want you to educate me. We've gone through about 26 items of adjustment, and I've worked with construction companies, and everybody runs over. There's nobody hits their production cost because of labor and uncertainty. But I'm ignorant. I don't know if these are original. It says approval for change orders, meaning there was an original contract issued. As a public body, these original documents are available to the public to look at what these cost and the estimates and the detail that went into them. And then the contractor comes back and says, I need more money. But the original request and itemized bid that y'all award, is that available to the public?
It can't be through a public records request.
So you have to do a public records request to do that? It's not accessible to the public just by looking at it?
It's a public record. To get the record, you put in a request. I don't mean to sound, I don't know how else to answer your question.
Okay, well, I was just asking, how do I see it if I wanted to see it?
But I'd like to comment on your question, if I may. We're doing a tremendous amount of FEMA recovery work, and when we do construction under FEMA guidelines, the contractor has to be very specific in the work that he sets out to do. And so when he sets forth, I'm going to replace that wall from that spot to that spot. And then he tears that wall down, and we discover damage behind it. In usual circumstances, the contractor builds in contingencies, and we approve contingencies so that we don't have to come back to a change order. FEMA doesn't allow that. FEMA requires each time from the original scope of work is modified. Some of these are $600 change orders on $8 million projects. That would usually fall well within the contingency of the work. FEMA doesn't allow it. He has to justify to the architect of record that the board hires why he needs the change order. The architect then recommends to the board, based on his knowledge of the contract, what was originally approved, and then visually inspects to see that it in fact does need to be changed. And then it brings to this body for approval, and once this body approves it and the work is done, we then have the documentation to get funded back from FEMA. I didn't invent the process.
But just you know, how much work was done? Who was it issued to be able to understand that? And a lot of things that we, the people, elect officers to do, it's amazing. Once we elect someone, the visibility of what they're doing then becomes shielded. And I was even told by a state legislator that they can't publish their records. It's an ethics violation. It's an ethics violation for us to know how they voted. And so something's a little screwy about the transparency of governmental organizations of if we are the bosses, we hire you, how do we see what you're doing transparently? And so that I have that question about a lot of governmental agencies, and I just wanted to know if those original contracts are visible without a public request, to know how much construction you had in each school and how much was allocated, and can we see it and know it? And your answer is no, you gotta get a public records request to see anything.
The answer is you can see it. It's just that we have to have a public records request to have it.
And
That's
if I
all.
may, Madam
Yes, go ahead.
President, additionally, if you notice every change order references a contract that was awarded, you can go into board docs and go to the night that the contract was awarded to that contractor and see the exact amount that it was awarded for. And in the documents, it shows what was asked to be done originally, and then you can see the change order associated with it.
And yeah, I'm just trying to get some information to understand, because if I was a CEO and you work for me, I would want to know by location, amount of money, damages to each one, and the distribution of it, and I can't see it that way. It's all kind of hard to see from what I would like to see. And so I just wanted to ask a question, you've answered it.
But I just one comment on that. At the committee meeting for land facilities, we have a representative that brings us a great report with pictures, and he explains to us each school.
Well, I
And
understand.
it's awesome to see, because he brings out a lot of information on what, and that's just, of course, we pay the company he represents, and he's well needed, because he knows the FEMA guidelines, and we always ask him, we have a chance of getting repaid on this, or are we gonna be responsible?
Well, you have to count on the experts. You would not know what's behind the wall and what's broken. You gotta really count on the expert opinions and vote on that. I was just asking about the transparency and the accessibility of records without public requests. If I go to the sheriff, well, I give you that, you gotta make a public request. The DA was here, I wanna know how many fentanyl dealers were arrested and how do you adjudicate them? Well, you gotta do a public records request. I mean, it's not available to receive anything. So I just wanted to.
Thank you very much. Okay, before we continue, I just want to take a second. Ms. Rajiv, okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to thank John for asking that, because I was going to bring that up to ask the superintendent to explain why there were so many, and also explain that every time you see Ida, know that it is a FEMA request that we are dealing with. So, but thank you, John, for bringing that up or asking that.
And I was going to reiterate that fact of Hurricane Ida repairs were our FEMA request. Also, we're looking at an agenda with over the letter, we double an alphabet, but that's just a true testament to all the work that's being done in this parish for us to recover from the hurricane. And in the end, what we really want is the best for our kids and our employees. So I really think it shows that we're really on the right track. So thank you to all of our people, our maintenance, our land facilities, all South, everybody that's working together to take care of it. Okay. All right. Thank y'all very much. All right. We haven't. Okay. Was there any additional public comment? We had some board discussion. Is there any further board discussion? Anyone? All right. If not, we'll go ahead and vote. Okay, motion passes. All right, that leads us to new business. Letter A, to consider authorizing the superintendent to request permission from the district attorney to employ special counsel, namely Ms. Kendra S. Kimball of Immigration Support Services, and adopting a resolution requesting from the Attorney General the hiring of Ms. Kimball pending the approval of the district attorney. Mr. Robbie Lee?
Superintendent Martin, Babbitt. Annually, we come before you for this particular item. This is in regards to any immigration items that we would have that would come before us. We utilize this agency. Is there any?
Can I get a motion? Motion by Dr. Guillot, seconded by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If not, we'll go ahead and vote. and that motion passes. Item B, to accept a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $103,222.88 to add a canopy, walkways, ramp, power, and foundation work for the temporary band room at Golden Meadow Upper Elementary School. I have a motion by Ms. Fertitta, second by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board discussion?
Question, is this, we approved something for Golden Meadow?
This is a
Change
different
order.
It's a
It's the same
The same
building.
building, it's the modular building we're doing for the band room, right? And it's a IDA, to have room. They're bigger than the building. The original one y'all voted for that was on committee was for the building itself and to set it up, secure it, everything else, utilities. This is to get to the building, right? And sorry for not bringing it to the committee, but we want to stay on schedule, so that's why we brought it as new business.
So in order not to set the job back in, it came straight to the board. Okay, Ms. Fertitta?
I just have a question about the modular buildings that we're renting. Our insurance covers it, or the company's insurance covers it? If, God forbid, we have some type of disaster. Our insurance, okay.
Which one of us can go out?
Dr. Guion?
So, Madam President, I would like to request that we open up this document and show the public that's present so they can see what we actually see. This is an original contract that comes to us, and so it does have line items for expenses. And again, that's just obviously for information to see what we're actually looking at. And second page has kind of the meat and potatoes of what's happening, what's going on.
And this is a good reference to the question that you had earlier, so
And so
gives you an idea.
And so just to be clear, this is going to continue to appear on this meeting through board docs, and it's accessible to the public ongoing. And if there's a change order to this item in the future, you can always refer back to the original.
It's original cost that would have incurred regardless.
I'm thinking I have another public comment, so if you'd like to approach and state your name and address, please.
This is Gail Navarre, 408 Community Drive in Thibodeau. And I guess part of the thing, like when I talked today, she had to send me a little cheat sheet, like we called it, of how to get into board docs. It's still just a problem. I mean, you know, I've been coming here for what, 2 years, I think, almost now, and I'm still just learning how to get in. And so it's just difficult if you're a parent who wants to know something that's going on. They're not going to have any idea how to get in there. So I thank you for like showing that. But it's like, I just wish there was a way to make it more transparent for all people. You know, you shouldn't have to be at the meeting to get that. So that's just my comment.
Thank you very much. And if anyone is interested in accessing board docs, it is on the Lafourche Parish website. You don't have to log in. You just have to know to go and to find the link, and you can get to it from there. Okay? And the meetings are all archived on board docs. Yes, Dr. Guion.
So, Madam President, just to kind of piggyback that, I would like to say accessible is probably a better term than transparent. And I'm not trying to put that word in your mouth. I'm stating it on myself. I think that, again, it's accessible. It may not be ideally accessible, and it may not be user-friendly, right? But correct me if I'm wrong, we get this as a membership to LSBA.
It's an additional subscription that we've adopted. There are a few folks that provide this service. Board Docs doesn't have the monopoly on it. But it's a complicated thing that they're doing, because what they're doing is putting together a meeting, logging your meeting, and then providing the documents not only to the board through executive content, but our staff and the public through public comment. So it's a complex platform. It's not like a simple Google Doc. But if anybody needs to know how to access it, our office is available. Just call.
One other thing too is that we're We have Facebook, our meetings are on Facebook and you can go back and see the meetings. Facebook.
I think in a perfect world, you'd be able to search by keyword. And that's what would probably make it more user-friendly, but I just don't think that the program allows for that. So you just have to know the date in which the information was presented. And like someone said earlier, by calling our office, someone can maybe point you in the right direction as far as the date to be able to get to the data that you're seeking, if that makes sense to help clarify.
And the contracts, like we said earlier, if you were looking, you're probably gonna go straight to like landing facilities committee meetings, and that would be the place that you would start. Dr. Guion?
Yeah, so I would like to make a request. Can we talk with the program creators at Board Docs and just ask them, maybe there's a tutorial that we could post on our website about navigating it? Again, can we just inquire about that?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
You got that.
Thank you.
All right, any further discussion? So we have a motion, we have a second, we've had public comment, we've had board discussion. So if that's okay, we'll go ahead, if everybody's good, we'll go ahead and we'll vote. Motion passes. Memorial resolutions. A, Ms. Gail Sereny, retired custodian. Ms. Charpentier?
Yes, Madam President. Ms. Gail Cerny was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on March 19th, 2007 as a custodian at Galliano Elementary School. She was promoted to head custodian on August 29th, 2019, and Ms. Cerny retired on July 1st, 2023, having served the Lafourche Parish School District for a total of 16 years.
I move that these resolutions be adopted by general consent and that a copy of the resolutions be recorded on a special page of our minute book.
With no objections, let the record reflect that these resolutions were adopted by general consent and will be recorded on a special page of our minute book. Item 8, tentative dates of future meetings. A, special board meeting, Wednesday, September 13th, 2023. B, Policy and Academics Committee, Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. B, Business Committee, Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. D, Land and Facilities Management Committee, Wednesday, September 2023. And E, Regular Board Meeting, Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. If there's no further business to go before.
I'm sorry, one announcement.
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Almost forgot, Madam President, I do apologize. One of our very own board members has been appointed to a state board. Ms. Marion Petita has been asked to serve in the Louisiana State Library Board, so I just want to congratulate her.
That's it. We'll go ahead and meeting adjourned.